Hello, everyone. I'm Carly Heath, and this is my new thing that I'm doing where I do a weekly astrological forecast related to the publishing industry. I have my little dog here. So if you're wondering what that little bit of fur is, that's that. Okay, we have an exciting week this week. We have an Aquarius new moon, which means that it's your chance to set a new intention related to your career. And whatever intention you set, whatever work in progress you begin, whatever new direction you decide to take your career in, it is going to come to culmination 18 months from now. And this is going to be especially useful for Aquarius rising agents who have Aquarius rising, as this is happening in your first house, writers who are Taurus rising, this is going to be happening in your 10th house related to your career. Libra rising people, writers and artists especially, because this is going to be happening in your 5th house of creativity. And Sagittarius rising writers, this is going to be happening in your 3rd house of communication. So you have a lot of opportunity there to create a new project where you're writing, and you have a lot of opportunity to create a lot of work with writing under this Aquarius new moon intention. Now, the best day for querying writers this week is Thursday, February 7th. Because Thursday, February 7th, the sun is sextile Jupiter. Sextile is a aspect that gives us a lot of opportunity if we use it. A trine is an aspect that just brings good luck, but a sextile is like the opportunity is there, you just have to use it. So you have to make sure that make sure your query letter is perfect, make sure your manuscript has been read by multiple readers and you've revised it to death. And if you're feeling aligned and you're feeling called to that day being a good day for you to query, then I would recommend going on Query Tracker and finding an agent or a handful of agents who tend to respond really quickly. And if you query on Thursday the 7th, that could be a really good day for you. You also have Mercury sextile Mars on that. So that's an opportunity to interact with others, whether it's querying, meeting a new CP, meeting a new beta reader. Thursday the 7th is a good day, either for connecting with people who you can kind of grow with as a writer or for querying. Now, we have some aspects happening this week that could be potentially challenging. We have an ongoing aspect that's going to hit 3 times this year. It's Jupiter square Neptune. And the Jupiter square Neptune aspect makes us overestimate our abilities. So we have the risk of sending something out when it's not ready yet, because we might think it's really good, but if it hasn't been read by multiple readers, if it hasn't been revised extensively, that Jupiter square Neptune may make us fall flat on our face if we sell ourselves too high and then our content doesn't deliver. Similarly, a challenging transit that's kind of going on right now that we're still in orb on, but it started last week, is the Mars square Pluto. Mars square Pluto is a weird energy that can make certain people really aggressive, really pushy. It can make tempers flare. There's the risk of violence in public spaces. There is a risk of people wanting their way and being really angry when they don't get their way. Now, this Mars square Pluto can have positive aspects. I actually have a Mars square Pluto in my natal chart, and because I have so much Libra energy, it doesn't make me angry or aggressive, but it does make me very resilient, and it makes me very goal-oriented, and it allows me the opportunity to keep on pushing until I reach my goals. And so it can be used, squares can be used not just as challenging aspects, but opportunities to grow, right? So there's a certain kind of generation that I think might be especially challenged under this Mars square Pluto transit, and that's people born in the 40s and 50s under the Leo Pluto. They are likely to be the type of people who are a little bit more aggressive under this Mars square Pluto transit, whereas the millennials, the Libra Pluto generation and the Scorpio Pluto generation, I think they're going to handle this a little bit more easygoing. Okay, now coming up, challenging transits. Friday, expect there to be some stress with the square to Venus, the moon in Aries squaring to Venus. There might be an interpersonal conflict. On Saturday, Mercury sextile Uranus, which is a lucky break if you work for it. So if you are working towards something, that could be a good energy to work with on Saturday. And then on Sunday, this is your last day for a real big push on a project, and for you to really work at manifesting your goals, because it's Moon in Aries conjunct Mars and Venus. And this is the last time this is going to be happening, because Mars is leaving Aries, and then Uranus in March is going into Taurus. So you're not going to have this energy anymore. And it's a real opportunity for you to feel motivated and for you to take action on a project. So do make use of it. Now, on February 11th, that's Monday, Mercury is going into Pisces, and that's going to limit your opportunities when it comes to querying, going on sub, communicating. You're going to start to experiencing a lot of challenges that feel very Mercury retrograde, even though Mercury retrograde doesn't go into effect until March. So I would say if you're planning on querying, query on the 7th, then spend the rest of February, March, revising, working on a new project, not focusing so much on getting your stuff out there, and then wait till April to start getting your stuff out there again. I hope this is helpful for you. Like I said, if this is something that you like, please do tell me. And if you need help finding your rising sign or any other questions, I'm happy to help everyone in the comments or on Twitter or in email. So find me on Twitter at Carly L. Heath, and I look forward to seeing you all next week.